Now sometimes you'll see this message, you have not yet opened a workspace. So you go down here to open workspace and you can see it's got embed programs set up, which is its default, but you'll also notice that I forgot to plug in my memory stick. So that's why it's not finding it and it's not defaulting back to this. It's going to let you actually use your external drive. So we can go to Udemy, we can go to Files, we can go to Embed Programs 1 and say Open, and this message will disappear when it reset. At this point, it's going to say Start your next IoT project, either new program or import program. What we're going to do is we're going to import a program. To do that, we're going to have to go back and take a look at our resources on Udemy. Now under Section 6, Getting Started with MBED Studio, in Part 15, the resources, we can see here that we have Udemy Lesson 1 EX for Exercise 1 Hello World link.pdf. When you download that, you're going to get this. When you open it up, you're going to get an actual link. So what we can do is we can right mouse click and copy link. Now that we've got our link, we can either import program here, we can go up here and say File and Import Program. Either is good. So we do this, we can right mouse click and paste in our URL. And notice what it says here. It says store embed OS in the program folder, and it's going to be over 1 gig. So we have to do that for the first program at least. Let's add program. The other thing that we have to do up here is we have to specify our target. And we're going to type in W7500. And there it is there. We can select that. And we know that this is going to be completely loaded in when these things light up. And they should all be lit up, but we only have one lit up. And the reason for that is I forgot to plug in my W7500. So as soon as I plug in my W7500, they all light up and everything's good to go. Now we can look at our main.cpp and we'll be looking at this later, but for now it's just going to say hello world. Now if we want to do that again, let's go File, Import Program. Let's import the same one, but let's give it a slightly different name. Paste, and I'm just going to put under here _ extra to make it a different name. This time I'm going to link to an existing shared Embed OS instance, and I'll show you what that means in a second. So if we add programs this time, it's going to happen so much quicker. Notice, boom, it's right there. And the reason for this is our Embed OS here. Now if I open it up, there's a lot there, and this is exactly the instance here. This is exactly this. So when we take a look at Udemy stuff, take a look at files, we look at embed programs, and we can see that this is 1.32 gig for the very first one. For the second one, which is exactly the same, it's 91K. So all we have to do is have one program out of all the programs we're going to create during this entire course. We just have to have one that has the Embed OS instance, and we can actually load in all the other programs. They're going to take up very little space at all. The one thing you can't do though is remove this. If we remove the one here by deleting it, you're going to find that this Embed OS that's here disappears, and this will not compile or do anything. So the only stipulation is you have to have one that has Embed OS in it, and after that you can have all the other ones sharing that instance of the Embed OS.